News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Baker to Vegas Relay Challenge celebrates another year, and a local restaurant passes inspection. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Thousands of law enforcement officers passed through town over the weekend. It's Tuesday, March 26th. I'm Eunette Gentry. Well, it's the longest foot chase in the world. Law enforcement officials participated in a long-time tradition, trekking across the desert for the annual relay race.
Over 8,000 law enforcement officers, support staff, family, and friends from all over the world participated in the Baker to Vegas Relay Cup Challenge over the weekend. The 35th annual event is a fundraiser for the families of fallen officers. Some money this year was also donated to the Baker Elementary School. Training all year long for the race, which began Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 25 miles north of Baker, participants ran through the desert, through the town of Shoshone, over the hill to Pahrump, and then successfully conquered Mountain Springs, winding down into the Las Vegas Valley, ending in the early morning hours on Sunday this year at the Westgate Hotel. The passion and persistence was thick in the air as locals showed their support and town pride for the teams and their cause. Organized by the Los Angeles Police Revolver and Athletic Club, each runner takes a leg of the 120-mile trek. The annual event brings a boost to the Pahrump economy, with hotel rooms and RV parks filled to the brim. Support crews stopped for gas and supplies as they passed through town. The Nye County Sheriff's Office did not participate this year or last year, but have entered the race in previous years. Officers with the county joined Nevada Highway Patrol to keep the streets safe while runners passed through town from about 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. to ensure their safety. Each participant has a pilot car with them and support team. The Sheriff's Auxiliary directed traffic and participated in the welcome booth that was started by Alice Eichner, who has moved out of state with her family. This year, the participants from U-Turn for Christ Rehab Camp volunteered their time to hand out supplies at the Chamber of Commerce welcome booth located at the Saddle West. The foot race had over 270 teams from all over the world. Besides the U.S. participating again was Canada, Australia, Belize, Belgium, Germany, and more. Teams must pay $1,000 entry fee for each runner. After the race, which is the largest law enforcement event of its kind in the world, teams celebrated with an award ceremony including 145 VIP law enforcement dignitaries, chiefs of police, agents in charge, and sheriffs. The unofficial results are now in. The first runner to cross the finish line was Newport Beach Police Department at 14 hours 40 minutes and 17 seconds, followed by Orange County Police Department at 15 hours, 23 minutes and 9 seconds. The third, Culver City Police Department at 15 hours, 27 minutes and 5 seconds. To find out more about the Baker to Vegas Relay Challenge, go to bakertovegas.net. The 2020 Baker to Vegas Relay Race is already scheduled for April 4th and 5th and ends at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas.
China Walk has been given the green light, and it intends to keep it that way. Jeff Lee, the owner of the restaurant, has been quickly adhering to all recommendations from the State of Nevada Health Department to ensure that cockroaches that were discovered inside the business on Highway 160 never return. Today, he had a second visit from the state and the pest control company, who will be back again next week to check, and then again monthly. Lee says he was not happy when he learned that the restaurant, which he left for relatives to care for while taking care of his sick mother, took a turn for the worst. News 25 spoke to him today to find out more.
Yesterday, we called a pest control company. They come here to spray the outside around the 15 feet around the building. Then today, this morning, they come in 6 o'clock in the morning. They sprayed all the building, take about 1.5 hours. to make sure that everything is right. And after that we sanitize, clean everything inside, and we open a business.
That's genuine pest control that you called, and they're going to come out next week as well.
Yeah, and they're going to come out next Monday, April 1st. They can check again, maybe do that one more time, and then after that they're going to come back every month to check that. And the health department coming today, and they say they check everything inside, say okay, open for business. Then they're gonna follow on next month, every month coming to check that until so if we see everything right, okay. So
everything is good, and then everything's cleaned up, and there is no bugs.
No bug. We clean out, then we check the heat. Health department shoe, they check it all everywhere. They don't see anything. They get a flashing light, check that. No.
Oh, good.
And then they have the ticket for us to see whatever they're gonna follow up for next inspection.
You've been in Vegas. Your mom is ill. You've had your niece running it. You're gonna keep a closer eye on the business and make sure everything is good.
Yeah, we're gonna check everything because my family, all family here. Yeah. So we're gonna check everything. Something we're gonna come to see that because I have more than 20 years of restaurant experience.
Yeah,
so
and you don't want this happening.
Yeah, that's why I don't want anything happen like that. So I will make sure that they're gonna do every step gonna right.
And so even to your employees know if they see anything to let you know so that nothing happens, so that they will be aware of not to ignore any signs if anything is happening with bugs. Did they check the drain? Because we were concerned about the drain in the bathroom.
We checked that. This morning the pest control technician come in, they check every corner, everywhere. Yeah. That's why they say, oh, they're going to come back 1 week later to check that anything, something hiding in the area, we're going to find out, to make sure that everything doing perfect, right?
Good job. All right, so you've taken care of this problem, and you're going to continue to take care of this problem so that the public will know that there is no issues going on here. Thanks so much for being so cooperative and taking care of it.
Thank you so much. I will keep watching here all day, all the time. I'm going to make sure that everything is right. We're doing business for a long time here, so I don't want people disappointing with us.
And a 41-year-old Glendale, California man died Saturday night while canyoneering in Death Valley National Park. Matthew Yasai fell to his death when rappelling down a 380-foot cliff. Canyoneering is an activity that combines hiking, down climbing, and rappelling down canyons. Yasai and his companion had hiked about 4,000 feet up a ridge before starting their descent of Bottomless Pit Canyon, which involves 19 rappels down cliffs on dry waterfalls. Yasai fell to his death at approximately 8:30 p.m. His companion activated an emergency locator beacon and was extracted later that night by the U.S. Navy. Helicopters based in China Lake. Yasai's body was recovered the next day by county sheriff deputies and California Highway Patrol. A helicopter also assisted in that recovery. And stay tuned. On a lighter note, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away to the band Tesla. That's this Saturday at the House of Blues in Las Vegas. So give us a call right now at 775-727-9400 extension 201. Good luck, and we'll be right back.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, is the housing market beginning to cool down? Angela Miles reports on that and more in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, investors are keeping a close watch for signs of cooling off in the housing market. The housing sector is showing cracks as home sales settle down. Much depends, however, on the American spender. Low mortgage rates could be key to getting home buyers into the market. High-end home buyers are becoming cautious, according to the Wall Street Journal. Banks have issued fewer jumbo loans. Those are loans exceeding $453,000. Last year, that amount fell by 12%. Home improvements are giving a boost to the economy. Harvard researchers found that remodeling spending in 2017 generated 2.2% of national economic activity. Older homes that need fixing up is a factor, along with more repair work in the wake of natural disasters. MarketWatch reports home remodeling is a $450 billion business.
An in-home nurse called police after she says she witnessed a family member of a 93-year-old patient mistreating him.
Patrol members be advised.
John Martin has been arrested for abuse of an older or vulnerable person and domestic battery in the first degree. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched to potential elder abuse that was occurring at the home. The reporting party was the LPM for Giving Home Health Services. They said that they observed a white male by the name of John Martin that was allegedly abusing the individual she cares for, who is 93 years old and suffers from dementia. She said that the male patient gets resistant when trying to be helped into the shower. She said on one particular day, Martin yelled at the senior to get into the shower. She said he resisted. That's when John grabbed both of his ankles, lifted him up in an aggressive manner, flipping him onto his backside onto the bed. He grabbed his arm, according to this nurse, and then rolled him over, pushing him off the bed to stand up. The report says that John allegedly pushed the person violently into the bathroom where the shower was. She said at that time the patient was asking him over and over again to stop and to leave him alone. The witness says that John pulled the shirt over his head in an attempt to take it off during a physical confrontation, and the man threw objects in the bathroom at John, continuing to tell him to stop. According to her, John still was shoving the man into the shower in a forcible manner. At this time, she said that John tried taking the pants off the individual and then finally yanked them down, breaking the button on the front. Several times, she reports that she also asked John to stop and that she would give him a shower the next day. John Martin was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
The State Department of Agriculture has released the quarantine requirement after 3 horses tested positive for an equine herpes virus. Officials say they lifted the first quarantine yesterday after a horse was treated for EHV1 that it contracted at the State High School Rodeo in Pahrump. No other cases have been reported. The other 2 quarantines that were identified will be released this week. The virus can cause respiratory disease in young horses, abortions in pregnant mares, and neurological diseases in older horses. And the county approved paying for firefighting equipment for the Beatty Volunteer Fire Department.
The Beatty Volunteer Fire Department has requested up to $14,000 for 5 new turnouts for 5 new volunteers. The Beatty Fire Department is in hopes of getting the money to properly outfit these new volunteers.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Further discussion?
Yes. Mr. Chair, inside this item with the lowest responsive bidder for Curtis Tools, I noticed that there's only 4 gloves that are addressed in there, not 5, and we're supposed to be purchasing a set of 5. So should we look at doing $14,100 as a set of gloves? As a pair of gloves costs $80 in here. So if we make the limit $14,100, staff can just fix that and get the 5th pair of gloves.
That's a good amendment if it's necessary.
No, I'd rather give them the $100 now and staff.
That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah, well,
That's a good idea.
Where are you? Oh, that's, sorry, different quote. Fine, so that's an amendment to the motion?
Yeah, so
Is the who made the second?
I made the second. Commissioner Wickman made the motion.
I have amended motion and amended second. Further discussion.
Yeah. Do we need, Mr. Chair, do we need to direct staff also to inquire on that to ensure that it's for 5 pairs? No? Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, 5-0.
And when News 25 returns, we'll tell you what else county commissioners are doing to help support veterans.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured? Need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Well, Nye County Commissioners sent a letter to support full-time officers to help veteran-related issues at the state level.
Regarding approval of a letter of support for State of Nevada Department of Veteran Services officer working full-time.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the letter of support for the State of Nevada Department of Veterans Service officer working full-time.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion in 2 seconds. Further discussion? Public comment? All those in favor say aye.
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 Donna?
I said aye.
Aye.
I think I'm saying at the same time that Lorinda is.
Or me.
Well, the Nature Conservancy has been making a dent here in southern Nevada.
The Nature Conservancy is now the largest landowner in Amargosa. The organization purchased a 900-acre piece of property called the 7J Ranch near Beatty, Nevada, which is located at the headwaters of the Amargosa River. The 185-mile-long Amargosa River is one of the world's longest underground rivers, flowing through Nevada and California largely unseen, except where it surfaces sporadically and creates ecologically rich oases. The 7J Ranch's unique position where the Great Basin meets the Mojave Desert and its importance as habitat for rare and endemic species makes it a site of international significance for conservation and biodiversity. With the Nature Conservancy's acquisition, the ranch's land and water will continue to be available for migratory birds, waterfowl, coyote, bobcat, kit fox, pronghorn antelope, mule deer, and more. The Conservancy is partnering with local ranchers to develop a grazing plan and exploring avenues for using the property to boost visitation and support economic development in Nevada's Oasis Valley.
And now here's Veronica De La Rosa with today's student news from Pahrump Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Veronica De La Rosa, and this is your student news. One Destination Mentorship Program is a group of retired educators, military personnel, and other professionals decided that it was time to provide a place of safety and serenity. It's a federal nonprofit organization created to help the children and teens in Pahrump, Nevada. It was established 3 years ago and is for the middle school and high school students ages 12 and older. It provides mentorship, organized games and play, drug and alcohol prevention, tutoring and homework help, along with STEM, STEAM, and STREAM activities. It looks forward to having events on Saturdays as well as during school breaks. And it's always accepting donations, whether it be school supplies, computers, monitors, finances, or volunteers. For more information, contact Mr. Ivy Washington at 702-752-3833 or Riddell Samuel at 808-351-4369. Time to sign up for driving education. Enroll now in one easy step. Contact Great Basin College at 775-753-2202. Classes start April 17th and June 5th. The Clothing Closet, open during school hours all year long, has clothes, shoes, and accessories for prom. That's upcoming May 4th at Mountain Falls. Please bring school ID on April 13th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to get your prom attire in the main building at Pahrump Valley High School. JAD, a program at Pahrump Valley High School, is doing a soup kitchen at Pahrump United Methodist Church on Highway 372 on April 5th starting at 5:30 p.m. It's open to the public, so please come. This has been Veronica De La Rosa for your student news.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's time to take a look outside at our current conditions through our Glenn Lerner weather cam. Look at that beautiful scene of the mountains surrounding Pahrump. It's a beautiful day and it's quite warm, but there's a bit of haze in the air over the mountains. We'll take a closer look at your forecast and what else you can expect in our weather when we return.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue with today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, a high of 81, a low of 55. Death Valley, 90-63. 78-52 in Amargosa. Beatty at 73-45. Goldfield at 63-36. Tonopah, 61-36. Carson City, 57-43. 65-42 in Fallon, and 63-43 in Fernley. Today in Pahrump, partly cloudy skies, our high was 77 degrees. Winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour, 14% humidity, and sunrise at 6:39 a.m. For tonight, it's currently 75 degrees outside with partly cloudy skies. Our low tonight is going to be 52 degrees. We have 8 mile per hour winds out of the south-southeast, humidity at 24%, and 7 p.m. for our sunset. Looking ahead to our 7-day, we got some clouds still hanging out, but we're going to see mainly sunny skies from Thursday through Sunday. Those clouds will be hanging out tomorrow and next Monday and Tuesday. Temperature-wise, we're looking very comfortable. All week long, our highs are going to be just around that 70-degree bracket on Thursday at 69 and peaking tomorrow and Monday at 77 degrees. Our overnights also looking fairly comfortable for the night. We're mainly just going to see those mid-40s from Thursday through Saturday and about those low 50s this Wednesday and next Sunday through Tuesday. Now, if you can't be home for news to watch it live at 5, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news there every night at 5, as well as any other news updates and events. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Eunette and Deanna.
Well, thanks so much, Michael. Well, that haze in the air, it might actually be from the continued blasting in the Spring Mountain areas and the ongoing road construction to and from Pahrump, in between Las Vegas and Pahrump. So be careful out there. It's slow going today during the commute, so you should always be mindful of the changing speed limits and any other construction vehicles that might need the right-of-way on those roads. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow. Good night.